Big news, guys. I'll bake. Hey guys, my name's Amanda. I'm kind of new here. Today, I was looking through a cookbook and it said berry scones. And as I read the recipe, it said, ooh, blueberries. And I went, ooh, I have blueberries in my freezer. What's a scone? I don't know what a scone is. I don't think I've ever had one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look in the cookbook and make it. Wish me luck. So this is the recipe I've got. And I got it from a book, Gluten-Free on a Shoestring. Let me close this for a moment. There. Gluten-Free on a Shoestring by Nicole Hunn. From what I understand, she's another Midwesterner, and she's a gluten-free girl. So let's give her scone recipe a try. So yes, we're using my KitchenAid. Do you need a KitchenAid to do this? Probably not. But I have pre-measured out 2 cups of flour, and I will, in the future, know to go over here. And in here is 1 tablespoon of xanthan gum, or I'm sorry, 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Over here in this little dealie, I have 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum, 1 tablespoon, I forgot the baking powder. Okay, so we have a tablespoon of xanthan gum, a tablespoon of baking powder, kosher salt, a half a teaspoon of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and the recipe says to whisk it together. Well, I'm going overboard because I can. And I'm using my KitchenAid to, well, blend it together. Not that I really need to do that. I could have done this by hand. But hey, it's a toy. Now, because that has been whisked, I'm going to change to my paddle scraper thingy and do this and put on my deal. Alright, so we are adding the chopped butter, and let's hope that tosses it to coat. And shout out to the hubs who cut the butter, which is significantly better than the cheese. We're supposed to smush the butter till it's flat, but I'm just gonna let it go in here for a few minutes. Then it said to use 6 ounces of blueberries. Now I have this package of blueberries from Imperfect Foods, and I finally have something to use it in. Yes, life is good. Now you could use cranberries, blueberries. You could use mixed berries if they're frozen, like these. Do what you gotta do. Holy crud. That's what I'm gonna do. The last thing we're supposed to add is milk. Then I think it looks doughy. And it does say to handle this as little as possible. The recipe says to use a lined cookie sheet or a jelly roll pan type thing, or to kind of put it in rounds or whatever, but and spread the dough onto the pan, handling it as little as possible. It did say to turn out onto a lightly floured area and cut into triangles, roll it out. I'm not going to do that. I know us. We're not going to be patient enough to clean that shit up, So the recipe said you're supposed to put the dough in the freezer for like 10 minutes and let it firm up, and then you're supposed to roll it out. Well, There's this thing I don't do, which is like reading the entire recipe and then following it to the T. Yeah, don't be me. Don't be me. Because I just made a bigger mess. Put the dough in the freezer and yeah. Okay, last thing on the recipe says to brush with milk. Dear God, this is better how it work. I don't know if I'm brushing with enough milk or anything. I'm not a baker. And then sprinkle with sugar. Hey, I can do this part. Next thing it says is to bake for 20 minutes. Ta-da! Okay, we're gonna bake for 20 minutes. Well, this is what it looks like. It's pretty. I mean, okay, so the brown parts here on my silpat, whatever, that is sugar that I kind of just dusted around. Oh, it looks great. I'm going to let mine cool, and because it is like negative 20 degrees in my area, we're going to leave the oven open and let that cool too. But I'll be back in a few minutes to give it a shot. Yes, I'm wearing this because I had to change shirts. The other one had junk all over it. But this is what it looks like on the plate. That's what it looks like on the floor. Anyway, these are served with clotted cream and jam. And I have a puppy dog who's sitting here. Look at this. You gotta see this. It's so cute. What are you saying? Are you saying, gimme, gimme, gimme? You'll get some, I promise. Hey, Wally. I don't have clotted cream. And can I use butter instead? Notice when I said I don't have clotted cream, he kind of gave me the look like, oh, what is wrong with you, you savage? And it makes me smile. So I have some softened butter stuff. Oh, I already showed him this. Aw, my husband took my scone and he wanted to give it to the dog. But Wally likes clotted cream. Okay, so we're gonna get a new one. Okay, I got a new one. This is what it looks like on the plate, and I learned my lesson. So I have some margarine, like the Blue Bonnet softened spreadable oil spread, because I don't have any softened butter. But hey, whatever, to me it all tastes the same. And I have raspberry fruit spread. So this is as close as I'm gonna get as to how it's traditionally. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit in here, and I'm gonna put a little jam on top, and I'm kind of nervous. Cool. Oh, that is delicious, little dog. Yeah, those aren't gonna last. Those are tasty. Yeah, so I will link the recipe below from Nicole Hunn's blog, Gluten-Free on a Shoestring, and I'm gonna suggest you go do that and maybe read the entire recipe because I don't. I just skim it. Probably not a good idea for the baking stuff, as that works for cooking, but baking is science. But yeah, don't skip that freezer stuff. It's a lot less messy than what I did. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.